Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency video. Welcome to the channel. Like and sub if you like what you see. And let's get right into the information. And again, guys, I did a live stream with XRP Venture last night. Be sure to check that out. Just a chill Q&A session about XRP, overall discussion and thoughts. Again, appreciate all the support and everybody that was there live. Be sure to give him a subscribe. I'll link it down below if I remember. And we'll try to get a hardwired internet connection next time because there were some parts where there was some lag and some parts of the video were cut out. So we apologize. But again, thanks for your patience. Right here, Alex Cobb is showing this. A professional trader is showing this diamond formation with technical analysis, TA, 52-cent target. So again, take this with a grain of salt. But remember, once we break this 30-cent range, it's my belief there's very, very little resistance around here. Historically, just like that last pump that we saw, we really did hit 50 cents, 40, 45, 50 cents with quite, a lot of ease. And it's my belief, I'm getting very, very bullish, guys, as the year goes on. It's been a long 2.5 years for me. I'm sure it's been a long, 19-month bear market for you. So it's simply a matter of time. This coil is tightening. Let's see here. All right, guys. So just to go over this, what I want to emphasize. So really quick, as we see on Fiat Leak, we can see we're at about 3 million XRP traded within the past minute. Now this fluctuates, it'll go down to 500,000, or I've seen it peak earlier all the way up to 9 million XRP traded in the past minute. Whenever we get these high volumes, the price will increase. There's always upward buy pressure on the price. So it's driving the price up. Now we're almost up to 6 million. And as we can see, we're seeing, these rampant, obviously, in the corridors. We see the Korean won, the euro, even the Japanese yen getting a little more active. And we see the price increasing. Now, keep in mind, this is all credit to Mr. Level Up. I am not taking credit for his discovery with cycle analysis, these cycles and algorithms that are taking place within the market that he has found. And you dive into this. Now, what I want to emphasize, and you guys are still going to doubt it, but let's see what happens. Now, as we see in this picture, we see this little red candle. See where my cursor is? Right there. We had to break that. All right. So now, as we can see where we are with price currently, I zoom in. There's that little candle. And we broke it. Now, what I'm waiting for, final confirmation, unless we get faked out, because it's following the pattern perfectly. We have the 3 hills, gooseneck, and then boom, as he likes to say, gooseneck. We have the 3 hills, boom, 3 hills, boom. Now, I'm waiting to pass the 30-cent range, and then it is all upside. 40 cents, I believe, is easily within reach. Personally, we could see 80 cents. There's really not much resistance. And from there, maybe go down again, and then boom, it is not impossible to approach well over $1 to all-time highs. Now, I'm not saying this to get everybody to buy or, give hype. I'm just telling you to watch. Don't do anything. Not financial advice, completely up to you. But I believe that if we break this 30-cent range, which it's looking like we are very close to, we will see a huge pop. All right, guys? Anyways, let's continue with the video. So right here, this is I Am Legion. So basically just talking about all the partnerships. Again, we just want to remind you guys, take a screenshot of this and Google each literal relationship. We've done videos. If you see my cryptocurrency playlist, I've done videos bringing and tying this together with Ripple. All these great researchers, Darren Moore, I Am Legion, King Solomon, all these top-notch guys. Stephen Diep, we got Stuart XRP. There's so many people I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry. But guys, look at the connections. We know Temenos, we know Accenture helping Swift, R3, and Ripple all do this digital transformation adopting DLT. We have Task Group, we have CGI, obviously completely massive. We have SAP, Amazon, Bank of Kuwait, various banks throughout the world, of course. SAMA, Saudi Arabian, I believe, British Bank, if I remember correctly. BOE, Bank of England with Mark Carney. We got MAS, we got Bank of Japan, no surprise, especially with SBI. We got the European Central Bank. We have TIPS, which is really their target payments, instant payments, especially regarding settlement and their integration thanks to TAS and Temenos and all the gateways and Bluezell. All the connections, R3, obviously, SBI, NTT Everest, one of the 5th largest IT firm in the world. Literally, we've shown documents, I've sourced everything, showing the connections of Ripple implementing XRapid, or at least XRP utility as the bridge asset between all of these walled gardens, and then Interledger Protocol, literally bridging all these ledgers together to create the highest level of efficiency and transparency. All right, we got Kava Labs, and then DeFi is decentralized finance products, all the products, especially with Logos and all the type of financial products being built on the XRP ledger. And then even, you can consider Solo Coin and everything, but I'm not really too concerned or excited about that in particular because there's so much more going on. Hyperledger Quilt, of course. Even if Ethereum is used with this, again, XRP will still be used for settlement in some manner. There's just too much going on in payment rails and liquidity. I was just being sarcastic sarcastic here, so ignore that. But anyways, MoneyGram, Standard Chartered, MUFG, which is one of the biggest banks, and then HSBC. So again, guys, do your own research. I just wanted to show you because this is a really good list of, all the references to it, so I appreciate it. And again, Corey Johnson is getting pretty active with XRP, so something is going on for sure. Right here, Crypto King. New York Fed offers to inject more liquidity into the banking system. Something is going on with the financial markets as a whole. Pay attention. Remember, liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. I'll reference this in the live stream with XRP Ventures, so be sure to check that out. Next, we got Silver Investor. Well, what do we have here? And this is a document. We've shown this before, probably a month or two ago. But for all you newcomers that probably are hopping on the bandwagon for XRP because the price is going up, here we go. So basically, HSBC is a huge, huge group. And right here, payments, DLT, distributed ledger technology, can streamline end-to-end value transfers, reducing costs, operational risks, and settlement periods. And really, XRP as a whole, whether they go through R3, SBI, Ripple, whoever adopts it and connects their API right to the XRP ledger, they know the value the XRP ledger provides. So again, XRP ledger, XRPL, provides real-time cross-border settlements using tokens that represent central bank digital currencies. In foreign exchange markets, HSBC's FX Everywhere tool processed more than 3 million interbank company foreign exchange transactions worth $250 billion in its first year. Yes, they're putting real money in this ecosystem, guys. Pay close attention to what's happening. I've at least been doing this for 2.5 years. So please, 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 I implore you, do not just listen to me if you see the price go up to 40 cents today. I want you to do your own research and understand that people just have not been paying attention. And, I'm not some awesome person for seeing this, but I took a chance and I dove down the rabbit hole like a lot of people in the XRP community. Instead of complaining about price, I kept buying at these low prices because I knew what was coming. XRP is the one. Right here, Cryptopolis. So breaking, the NASDAQ, really kind of the little sister of the New York Stock Exchange, has the XRP Ledger, or XRPL Liquidity Index, and it's now listed in Yahoo Finance again. So awesome, more recognition, big things are coming. There's more recognition, more financial products. Wouldn't surprise me to eventually be on the New York Stock Exchange someday. NASDAQ is one step closer. I know we're already on the NASDAQ, but now that it's, within Yahoo Finance as well, exciting, especially with live price feeds. All right. Right here, XRP Neo, Corda Settler along with Swift, MasterCard, Wells Fargo. With the headlines, rise of digital assets, when at the moment XRP, remember XRP is the only digital asset integrated in the Corda Settler platform. Corda Settler is ran by R3, 300 of some of the largest banks, including many of the top 50 central banks of the world. And this is talking about settlement. This is not just mere payments. Obviously, when you send payments via PayPal, Venmo, even between banks, you see on the ledger that your money is in the account. But when you actually go to the settlement, the bottom of the hierarchy in terms of how money is settled today, that has to settle on the core ledgers of the central banks, and it's not. It's taking 3 to 5 days, and there's heavy fees, and I'm talking $20+ trillion sitting in Nostro and Vostro pre-funded accounts around the globe to account for this. There is slippage, there's costs, there's inefficiencies. 6% of the payments are lost entirely. This is going to renovate and basically be one of the biggest transfers of wealth in human history, and people are sleeping on this opportunity. I'm going to capitalize on it. I am riding this wave. So again, I'm here for the tech. Don't get me wrong. I'm passionate about it, but primarily here to get an ROI. So as we can see, literally from here, we're just going to go into this. Rise of digital assets. Again, we got these groups, MasterCard, Swift, Wells Fargo. And then we see rise of digital assets. So clearly they're hinting at XRP. Obviously, XRP was the only asset named as the first settlement mechanism of Corda Settler right on R3's website. Hint, hint, R3 and Ripple did have that huge lawsuit. I'm curious how much they actually won. I know they're trying to settle for R3 to get at least 5 billion XRP. And then again, importance of regulatory clarity, engagement. Libra, if anything, was a complete distraction for everybody. And again, if anything, Libra just pointed out the inefficiencies of US regulations and got them to move forward. It was acting like it was a threat to XRP when in reality it was just a mere white paper and complete threat to everybody. So if anything, it's making central banks and regulators want to adopt XRP more than ever to create a level playing field. So you have to learn to kind of see through the line, read through the lines, and understand what the people up top are doing. All of this media has been priming the masses for a long time, in my opinion. But again, we will see what happens, and we'll see if I'm just some crazy person or if I was right all along. So growing adoption of Corda across a wide array of industries. We're talking trade finance, various obligations, and plenty of money. Voltron, I know a lot of these names are recognizable, and I cannot wait until property is tokenized to a greater degree as well. And then really quick here, Jay Luciano. So this is actually cool. This is back from May 2017. I believe we've shown this before, but again, SBI, and they do, I believe, own a 10% stake. Not SBI Holdings, but actual SBI holds a 10%, unless they're the same organization. I believe SBI is actually above them, though. And they own a 10% stake in Ripple. So let's pay attention right here. SBI Holdings and more than 40 FIs from around the globe have pledged $107 million to R3, an American startup building a new network for financial transactions on the back of blockchain tech. SBI is poised to become the New York-based group's principal shareholder, as it is committed to purchasing more than 2 billion yen, almost $18 million, in new R3 shares through its venture capital fund. Other investors included Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Citigroup of the US, and as well as Japan's 3 mega banks. And if you guys know them, we have Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, obviously MUFG, complete monster, one of the biggest banks in the world. We have, all these huge groups, guys. You have to pay attention, see where the money's going, and then make an accurate prediction on what is going to happen. And do they have enough funds to foster the ecosystem that we want? So again, guys, I feel like I ranted enough. We will see what happens. We need to break that 30 cent range. And until next time.